I just wanted to touch on Gilbert Arenas. Damn, this guy, not to be Kwame Brown, not to take Kwame Brown's side on this. This guy had one of the biggest contracts in the NBA at the time, bona fide superstar, excellent player. I think underrated. In the joy of basketball, we talk about this. He's has such a big personality. We forget how good he was. Kind of throws it away over some beef or over a gun with Critterton. Okay, that's fine. Then gets gifted like a post NBA career of being a talking head. Obviously, he's a troll, but there's talks of him joining the NBC broadcast. And he ruins that by doing an illegal poker game in his house. Kwame Brown was just like, how'd you fumble the bag twice in your life, dude?
Well, a couple things here. First off, yes, Gilbert Arenas bungling his career by bringing a gun into the locker room, threatening people with it. But then he had a really bad injury too. So there was
absolutely
in some ways a bit of like the Ben Simmons effect, where we view it as he threw his career away because of the gun, but
and
it was a combination of like,
yeah,
but it was the gun and the injury. And like with Simmons, it's like he wanted to sit out because he hated Doc Rivers, and then he threw his career away. It's like, no, these were just the bad confluence of things at the same time. And Gilbert, I think, is partially that. Like the guy had some really bad injuries that ruined his career,
100.
And he was a fantastic, underrated basketball player. Very futuristic in a way that we didn't necessarily appreciate because his career was short. And if he had stuck around, I think we would have looked at him more as a player who was a participant in the shifting of the league towards the modern era. He took a ton of threes, hyper high usage, good passer, like that ball dominant guard who took tons and tons of shots, drew a lot of fouls. He was kind of the Cade Cunningham-ish, not exactly that, but the sort of
upright big guard.
Yeah. The upright big guard who takes a ton of threes and just controls the ball. He wasn't the heliocentric model exactly. He wasn't like a Tyrese Halliburton or, maybe or a Luka or a Trae Young, but like he was almost a connective tissue towards that era.
He was fucking good, man. And I don't love his takes, but I definitely followed his show. Him sparring with washed players. Kenyon Martin I was waiting to glean more than they actually gave us, but I still was paying attention. And then he gets busted for this gambling thing. And I'm trying to not be on moral high ground here, but if we have casinos everywhere making tons of money on DraftKings and people betting on their apps, can't we let Gilbert Arenas just lose a bunch of money in the privacy of his own house? Unless he was like cheating people. This is taxation,
unclear,
right?
Well, yeah, unclear exactly what was going on there, right? Because he was in league with a bunch of Israeli gangsters.
Free Gilbert Arenas, unless he did something really bad.
Right.